What's going on, everybody? Cheeki here. And so the DC fandom happened.
You're just gonna leave me with that? Yes, it did, guys. It happened.
Okay, so it happened. Nacho was not able to live stream it because his father got married. Congratulations, by the way.
I'll let him know you said congratulations.
Yeah, just relay the message.
I got you. He'll probably see it. He watches all of our shit and makes fun of us.
Make fun of us?
Yeah, he cracks jokes. Mostly the IOU thing. I still haven't heard the end of that from a long time ago.
That goes back to, like, what we originally hate. Like, do you ever hate when you post something? Like, I know you do because we talked about it, but I'm going to bring it up on here. When you post something on social media and somebody brings it up to you.
I don't mind when people bring up, like, our podcast, but I hate, like, if I post, like, a meme or something that's slightly, like, depressing. And people are like, "What's wrong? Are you depressed? Are you okay?"
Yeah,
like,
on the other hand of that, like, there's people that do that on purpose for the attention to get you to ask them.
I just vibes with what they're saying. That's all it is. We're off topic. We're here for one thing only. That's the bat.
The bat. That's right. Okay. We both have seen this trailer. I did a reaction video to it. We're gonna watch it again just so it's fresh in our minds. And then we're going to talk about it, break it down, our likes, our dislikes, parallels to other versions of the bat.
Is that what we're saying now? The bat?
The bat. I liked it, so I'm going to use it. The bat.
You're welcome.
A lot of his villains call him that.
The bat.
The bat. All right. Nacho, cue it up. Okay. We'll try to do this in some semblance of order of the way they occurred in the trailer.
I have horrible memory.
Okay. Opening shot, Riddler in the diner. What did you think? Police coming to arrest him.
I liked it. I liked the little question mark, like I said in the latte. I thought that was just like a cool little tidbit. Obviously, we... Oh, yeah, I can steal this back now. Obviously, we were pretty sure that it was the Riddler, but...
Yeah, you could tell by the jacket. Slowly raising his hands. That was obviously planned to be caught. You agree?
Yeah.
There's a bigger scheme at play here.
There's more parallels,
especially. Yeah. Well, we'll get into the parallels.
Okay,
We've noticed some parallels to Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Quite a few. Like, if you really analyze it a little bit. But anyways, yeah, we got a little shot of Jim Gordon in there. He's with the arresting officers.
Yeah. They
slam his ass into the fucking counter.
They roughed him up a bit.
But there's no way that he's getting caught if he didn't want to be caught.
Right.
Okay.
I definitely think it was on purpose, like you said.
Oh, yeah. And it kind of reminded me, like, other people on the internet have said there's Seven vibes. You've seen Seven, right?
It was a long time ago in my psychology class, but I've seen it, I think, once.
All right, so basically there's a serial killer killing people according to the 7 deadly sins. He kind of leaves clues a little bit, but there's a scene where, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Seven, get out from underneath the fucking rock you've been living. Kevin Spacey ends up being the killer, and...
Sorry?
That way, bro. Woo!
I can only imagine. Probably smells like donuts, Budweiser, and honey barbecue Slim Jim.
Oh, mixed with shit. Okay, anyways. He walks into the police station and he throws up his hands.
Yeah, he purposely gets caught. Yeah. I remember that.
Okay, so that kind of reminded me of that. He definitely has, like, a weird serial killer, which is obviously, we know that's what they're going for. Vibe to him, like he's a loner. I feel like he lives by himself. He kind of wears like a military style jacket,
thick ass glasses too that I peeped.
I like that, dude. Like, it kind of reminds me, he's got like this weird ex-soldier Timothy McVeigh thing going on, who's the Unabomber.
Oh, okay. I know him by name.
Okay, so he gets arrested, and then we get some badass shots of Batman
fucking people up, I think, right?
Yeah, the guys in the clown makeup who may or may not be connected to the Joker. There's like massive speculation that they're connected to the Joker. I personally feel like they're not. I feel like they're just thugs in makeup.
Yeah, but what's the point of wearing the makeup then?
They're just thugs, man. That's how they're a gang.
But
that way, Nacho. Goddamn. He's gone from burping into the mic to burping in my fucking face.
You like it?
No, I don't.
A little bit. I don't see the point in wearing makeup, but maybe it could be because it's a movie. Obviously, I don't know. We'll see. I guess.
So you think it's?
There's a possibility. I don't want to outright shut it down.
Okay. All right. So he throws some dude up against the pillar, and he tases him. Like he's got tasers in his gloves. Mm-hmm. At first, I thought the railing was
electrified. Like it originated from like one spot. So I wonder if like one finger has it or something. I don't know. It looked like it originated from somewhere on his like jawline or his neck.
Do you think he's like ever gone to accidentally scratch his nuts and didn't realize it was
Tased
on?
His shit.
Ah! Alfred.
Didn't that? Oh yeah, Transformers.
What happened to
that? The one kid, remember, had the taser and he was supposed to tase the security guard. He fell on it and tased his nuts.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
I haven't seen all those in a while. Somebody's had my copy.
It's at work now, punk bitch.
Is it still there? Did I actually? No, I put it in the trunk of my car.
Did you?
Yeah.
About time.
Okay. Then where were we from that? I think we just got kind of like some scattered shots from that, and this badass music kicks in, which it kind of syncs up with the action of the trailer.
The music was really good. We see a lot of, was it Zoe Kravitz as
Catwoman. She's got different wigs, seems like different disguises going on.
Yeah, she's got it going on. If I say so myself.
We were pretty impressed with this trailer. Nacho said he wasn't blown away, but he's not like a hardcore Batman fan.
Yeah, like I'm not like super into it, but it seems interesting. It was interesting enough that my girlfriend, who has no interest in Batman, said she wanted to go see the movie, so it did something right.
Right. He still respects the fact that it was a well-cut
Oh, yeah, it was good. It just, there was nothing that blew me away, but not much blows me away anymore. Like, it really has to be something I'm super into. So if it's not like Deadpool, eat my dick.
Anyways.
I think somewhere in the middle we see our first Penguin footage.
Yeah, there's like some of that like sprinkled throughout, and then he gets some dialogue here. He had a little bit of dialogue in the first trailer, but he's definitely in this a lot more. And if you don't know, who is that, Nigel, behind all that makeup?
Colin Farrell.
Can you fucking believe that? Can you fucking believe that?
No.
Like,
the worst part too is like I haven't seen him in a while, but then you showed me that picture like side by side with him as a penguin, and it was fucking crazy.
Unrecognized. Like, I'm like sitting there, and I've examined this shit.
I'm flabbergasted.
He's flabbergasted, but like I've been looking at it.
Somebody else is flabbergasted.
Yeah, there's like no trace of him in there. Even the voice, he's doing this kind of New York gangster voice.
I like it.
It seems like
I really like it.
It fits. Take it easy, sweetheart.
Yeah. Kind of like an Italian mobster vibe.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get into them. We're gonna get into those parallels, Nacho.
Hits.
Quit trying to. You gotta walk before you can run, my friend.
You damn right.
Okay, so who else we got in there, Nacho? We got Andy Serkis as Alfred,
which I was worried about, but I think I'm gonna be okay with it.
and for everyone who doesn't know, that is, I referenced Claw from Black Panther, so Nacho knew who he was, but he's also the voice of Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Gollum's the little guy, right? My precious
Caesar in the Planet of the Apes
Caesar's
movies,
my dude.
which you're a big fan of.
I like Planet of the Apes.
Directed by Matt Reeves, who's directing the Batman.
Oh,
So I guess this guy, like, I haven't heard a whole lot about Matt Reeves, but I guess he's pretty like he's a good filmmaker.
I guess we'll see.
I haven't seen those movies. Are those movies great?
I like them. I enjoy them a lot. And I used to be scared of the remade Planet of the Apes. From, what was it, like 99, 2001, something like that. So it took me a while to watch them, but when I did, I love them. I have them all on Blu-ray now.
Cool.
Good shit.
Okay, and as far as casting, we have Robert Pattinson, Twilight fame. A lot of people giving him shit that he got cast as Batman.
So far, I don't have an issue with it.
Do you think this will silence a lot of haters?
From the I can't say from the trailer, yes, but it looks like it.
Look,
so far, everything I've seen, I like him as Batman.
what is he bringing to it that you haven't seen before? Or can you not analyze it like that?
I don't know that I can analyze it like that. I think his voice is solid. I think that's a big thing for Batman, is having like a solid voice, and it's not too ridiculous like Christian Bale used to do.
So he's not growling.
Yeah, like,
inaudibly.
Yeah, like, well, besides when he punched the glass, that was the only time. That was like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know what the fuck he said. I had to look it up, like, and there's been other people on the internet that didn't know what he said either.
But I don't know, like, obviously, like, his face fits the Batman look. So far I like him.
Do you have an issue with Bruce Wayne? Because my wife has an issue.
We talked about that, and that he doesn't look as
clean.
like as clean and like as kept up as like you feel like he should look, because he's typically a very classy guy and always, you know, done up and stuff like that, and
it's to throw off suspicion.
Yeah,
he acts like an asshole, right? As Bruce Wayne,
and he looks like shit a lot of times when he's not Batman in that trailer.
And you're not a fan of the long hair?
No, I don't like the long, borderline like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 emo hair.
Okay. He says in the trailer, I don't care about myself, so this Batman has a death wish.
Right. And that could be it too. Like I said, it could be he's just down on...
And this is only his second year?
That's what you...
Yeah. I told you that. I've read it's only his second year as Batman in this film.
And, I mean, who knows what could have happened that maybe he's just beating himself up about, you know?
Right.
So he could just be, like I said, a little depressed and down on himself, and maybe let himself go in a way, and that's how they show that.
In my opinion, and I don't know if this is going to be part of the storyline, but I've noticed a lot of rage in his Batman.
Yeah, he seems very perturbed.
There's a lot of shots of people... Well, there's one in particular of Catwoman looking at him like terrified as he's beating the shit out of something or someone. Well,
the other thing, too, is like... Normally, I'm used to seeing Batman a lot of times in the movies, for the most part, is it's like a couple, like one or two strikes, he puts somebody down. I've seen him like just unloading on people. Yeah, and that's very different than what other Batmans I've seen. Granted, I've only seen 2 other Batmans, but yeah. Well, actually, technically 3.
So do you think that's part of the storyline, is him reining this in?
Yeah, I think it's going to be... I think we're going to see him kind of trying to like pull himself together by the end of the movie. And I think that's what they're going to really play on, is that he's got to get his shit together, kind of. And maybe that's why his hair is long and we see so much rage, is that he's upset about something and he's kind of taking it out on this.
It's not like he got his parents fucking shot to death in front of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Or anything like that.
Yeah.
So what the fuck he's so angry about? Nacho.
You got to breathe at some point, my guy. You was straining with that one. You sound like you took a heavy shit, bro.
Okay, where are we at? All right, we had Andy Serkis as Alfred. This I thought was like the sole casting. I was like, yes, hands down, perfect, no worries at all. Was Paul Dano as the Riddler. He's not too familiar with his work, but he said he has a very Riddlerish look to him.
From what I've seen in the trailer, yeah, he gives off big like Riddler vibes.
Well, you said even the image of him, he looks like, you're like, I think your exact words were, he looks Riddlerish.
I think that's what I just said.
Yeah. Okay. Not on the trailer. I'm talking about just like Google images.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember. It's been a little while, but...
he was in The Girl Next Door, I think was the first thing I saw him in. He was in Little Miss Sunshine, which he played a very really good part in that one, actually. You should check that movie out. I have it right there. I'm looking at it. He was in a movie called Prisoners, which you should check out, with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. But that's not the point. He's going to be a good Riddler, especially, you know, like he said, what we saw from the trailer, it's a different approach to any Riddler we've seen in the movies.
Yeah, I like this Riddler because, like, obviously the Riddler that I know from, like,
Jim Carrey,
and then like the animated stuff, and like he's very like over the top, borderline goofy, and this one seems like he's, like you said, kind of serial killer-ish and like loner, and I don't know, I like that vibe more than just like over the top, like kooky weird.
Yeah, we don't know what his connection to Batman is and why he's leaving him, because, you know, we've seen in the trailer he's leaving him little clues to the Batman, and he's a part of this and shit like that, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I forget, man.
How do you forget to just turn your head to the left? fucking Euclid school system. Oh, look at that. Good job.
What else we gotta talk about? We can talk about the car. I like the car. I love muscle cars. I wouldn't say I'm a car boy, but I like muscle cars. I like the way they look, obviously,
Car
and stuff.
boy.
And that's a car boy.
Is that your superhero name?
Yeah, car boy. But it looks good. I like that it's just a car that he kind of did some shit to. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing over the top. It's not that fucking tank that Christian Bale had that they were like, oh, it's based off a Lamborghini. My ass. But yeah, it's just he obviously moved the engine around. It's a mid-engine muscle car.
I don't know shit about cars, so I don't know what he's saying. All I know, though, it does look like a muscle car modified, and you said, we talked earlier, maybe some armored plating he applied.
I think there's definitely like an armored bumper and stuff.
A turbine engine in the back.
Yeah, there's some type of rocket or something. Me and you were talking about that. The engine I saw was in the back, the V8, but I think there's also like a rocket or turbine type.
Which is, that defines the car.
Yeah, I mean, they've all had that, so I don't have an issue with that.
When I first saw the car, I didn't like it. I was like, it doesn't really look like the Batmobile, but this is his second year, and like you said, it looks like it's just a car that he
and I think
he souped up and
I think
shit.
He's still trying to pull things together. I don't think he's obviously like at his peak yet, so.
Even his suit looks like that. He looks like he sewed the mask together himself.
Speaking of the suit, what about the Batarang? Do you want to talk about that yet?
Oh yeah, we've had discussions about this. We think that
I think it's borderline confirmed at this point. Now that we saw that like little picture.
Well, yeah, there was a behind-the-scenes video that accompanied the trailer at the Fandome, and I saw the symbol that's in his chest just sitting on a table.
Yeah.
So. And I think last year we talked about that we think that's what it is, a Batarang.
Yeah, last year we talked that it was a Batarang.
And then he just
but we mentioned like a goofy side of it that it just kind of like popped out of his chest.
It just goes,
it just,
and then it shoots back.
Yeah, which obviously is ridiculous. But me and you kind of like talked about it today. You're hoping for more of an AI vibe, that it's like a little drone or something.
Not a drone. I mean, I guess it is kind of a drone.
Kind of like a homing system where it kind of like...
But it's not like... Because it kind of reminded me of Spider-Man Homecoming where he had the spider that came out of his chest. That was a drone. He kind of popped
it out of his chest.
Well, it flew out of his chest. It seemed like its own little robot.
Yeah.
If you saw Batman Returns, there was a scene where he took out a whole gang by programming his Batarang to hit the targets, and then it would like came back to him. But there was a stupid scene where a little poodle jumped up and grabbed it before it was able to come back to him.
I'm just hoping it's just a Batarang. Like that's
if you look at it, like we talked about, it looks like it snaps into place.
And that's what I said. I think it'd be cool if he takes it out of his chest and like you said, snaps it into place and just
then
throws it,
just whips it.
Yeah. I mean,
it looks techy. Like it looks like there's some tech in it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see. That'll be interesting for sure. Is there anything else like trailer wise you want to talk about, and then we can get into the comparison stuff? I like the ending scene where, excuse me, the Penguin thinks he got Batman.
Yeah,
and then he jumps out of the fucking fire.
Flames.
That was pretty cool.
With that car.
And I'll say the end thing where the title comes in and he's walking up and his cape is flowing. That was pretty majestic.
Yeah, it was I mean, this has to silence like a lot of Pattinson haters. It made the world seem bigger to me. Like the first trailer, I feel like didn't. Well, and they were still in production, and they were just wanted to give us some sort of footage. But it made Gotham City to me seem like a bigger, grander city in this trailer, and the movie looked a lot bigger. And but yeah, I mean that's pretty much all we got to say on the trailer. I mean, we both thought it was pretty dope. And now we're gonna get into some comparisons, like some of the things, like a breakdown, like some of the things we noticed in the trailer. Did you have anything that you noticed that you wanted to talk about, or did you want me to just get into?
No, you can get into it. You kind of picked up on more of them.
Okay,
than
so
I did.
The obvious one is it seems that, and everybody knows this, that Riddler is inspired by the Zodiac killer.
Which, yeah, I mean, once you said it, I definitely agree that he definitely seems to be heavily inspired by the Zodiac Killer.
Right down to the fucking mask and the glasses over the mask, the crosshair symbol, the Zodiac Killer. Whenever he killed, I think it goes that this couple was picnicking, and then he walked up to them and stabbed them both. One survived, and she was able to, like, what is it called when they do a rendition, an artist, the police sketch? Mm-hmm. She was able to describe what he was wearing, and he said he was wearing a hood with glasses on the outside. He wears crosshairs as his symbol. Yeah.
And then he
left clues and shit.
Did all that.
He toyed with the press and the police.
Big time. He did a lot of shit like that. I actually have a heavy interest in all those type of things.
Have you seen Zodiac the movie? I also saw some similarities in there.
I never saw the movie, no.
All right, watch that. I think you'll be like,
I probably
wow,
will.
there is some similarities in there. It's got your boy RDJ.
Ooh, does it?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, wow. What other similarities you got there, Chief?
All right, Chief. I saw a lot of similarities to the Penguin to Al Capone, down to the scarring on his face. They're going for this mob boss vibe.
Yeah, even like his voice, we said, sounded very
Italian
mobster type vibe. So I agree with that too. I haven't found anything to disagree on.
Where he fits into the story, though, I still don't know.
That I don't.
Like, do him and Riddler team up somehow, which I doubt. Like, do you feel like that's not going to happen, or it could, or?
I don't see them teaming up. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. It's hard to tell from the trailers.
Right.
Especially because, there's
a lot of misdirection sometimes at trailers.
Well, that too. And we just don't see a lot of either of them, so it's really hard to know exactly what's going on.
Right. Now, let's get into, I saw a lot of similarities and parallels to the Dark Knight trilogy, Christopher Nolan's.
See, this one you said earlier, and I was like, I see some, but I don't see a ton.
I've been thinking about it, and I got some
spill it out, because
shots.
I said,
shots, like, just from this trailer.
I mean, are you able to, out of memory, kind of throw them out there so I get an idea, or no?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. The first one I noticed was Riddler planning to be caught. It reminded me of the Joker planning to be caught and brought into the MCU for questioning. Yeah. And then Jim Gordon letting Batman talk to him in the interrogation room. Mm-hmm. Famous would you say it's a famous scene now?
Yeah, it's pretty big scene.
He beats the shit out of him.
Beats the dog shit out of him. And Joker's just having fun with it.
So, laughing at him. Mm-hmm. I think he literally said, "There's nothing you could do to hurt me."
Yeah.
That was similar to me, and then, it seems like same deal. They capture Riddler. The only difference is Riddler's behind glass here. That was pretty cool, though, that they lift up the gate. And if you notice, they keep his real face hidden a lot in the trailer.
You saw it in the reflection when he punches the glass. And
I did. So it's definitely Riddler that he's talking to, because I saw Paul Dano's face with the glasses on.
Yeah, when he does his Christian Bale impersonation.
Yeah, like I said, I couldn't understand what he was saying, but that scene was similar. When Robert Pattinson was like just mowing through dudes at that nightclub.
Oh yeah.
Like, that reminded me of the scene where Christian Bale was beating the shit out of dudes at Maroney's nightclub. Actually, remember that funny scene where he dropped Maroney off the building?
Yeah.
He's like, from this height, the fall wouldn't kill me. And he goes, I'm counting on it. And he lets him go. Mm-hmm. He's like, ah! Want me to do it again?
Sure. Ah! Spot on.
Okay. So I know I had 3. I think they're definitely going for a cat burglar vibe with Catwoman again. Yeah. I mean, they didn't really do that in the Michelle Pfeiffer one, but we just recently had a Catwoman with Anne Hathaway. Like,
I didn't like her.
You didn't like hers?
No.
No, this one, she actually, in some of the, like, art for the toys, she had, like, a whip thing. So that's something we haven't seen for a while. Like, Catwoman in the comics always had a whip. So, and I'm not talking about that sweet ass whip that Batman's driving.
Woo!
What else did I see? There's something else here. Shit, dude, I had it too. There's 3 that I just had in my mind.
And when you go to do this later, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that one. Fucker.
No, I'm going to get it before that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Go ahead and get it then. There was a scene where there was a helicopter flying around. That kind of gave me, just like the view and how everything looked, definitely reminded me a lot of The Dark Knight. I don't know, there was a scene where they flew in between buildings and shit. I was like, that was one that definitely, in my mind, gave off some Dark Knight vibes.
There's a scene that kind of reminded me of The Dark Knight Rises when Alfred was talking to Bruce.
Yeah, you said that too, where he seems like he doesn't give a shit about himself. And
that he wants to die, so he's going out there trying to get killed pretty much, like just being reckless. There was kind of a little bit of that in the trailer. Shit, dude, it's really going to bug me. That I had like 3 ready to go. Oh, I guess we're moving on.
Anything else that you wanted to discuss about it?
No, man. I mean, I'm hyped. It did its job. It got me hyped to see the movie. It was definitely a better cut together, more polished trailer.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot more time.
Right. Whole year. Can you believe it's been a fucking year since we got that first teaser?
Looks good, though. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Anything else, Chief?
No, bro. I think that's it. All right, guys. That was our little breakdown, a little discussion about the Batman trailer, which dropped at DC Fandom, which is coming out on March 4th. Let us know what you thought about the trailer.
Yeah, talk to us.
Yeah, we love talking about this shit, so let us know in the comment section if you like this video. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you. He said it all.
All right. Cheeky out.
Bye, guys. Oh. Fuck my ass.
Yes.